do any other. Bless the speech. Purification, practice, and blessing the speech, and it's all in one. It's a great practice. Let's do that. Keep it ready, on the ready. You don't have it out yet. Okay. Sweetheart, all you people ready to go?
We need the microphone adjusted, please.
So we've just this for 30 minutes, maybe 35, we'll see, doing this little practice. And that what gives us encouragement when we do practice, because we often in our culture, we just think thoughts don't matter. We truly believe that thoughts don't matter. I can think what I like. I mean, in other words, it's private, no one hears them. And so we can think whatever we like. And so in other words, what we don't realize, which is quite shocking, so unintelligent, that they don't bring consequences. I mean, the Buddhist view of karma is that everything we think and do and say that's the actual process that produces ourself, future bodies, our future lives, our future environments, the hell realms, the God realms, the human realms. It's based on this model of the body and the mind, that we have a mind and it's joined inextricably with the four elements, and they manifest at a gross body, subtle level, and a very subtle level. And it impacts even on the external environment. It's amazing presentation of the universe, you know. So just even understanding the principles. Did you hear all that or not? Did you people hear all that? Because you just turned the microphone on just now.
Yes.
You nod, Mary, or
yes.
not. Did you hear what I just said?
Yes.
Thank you so much. Okay. Okay. So understanding that our mind, this helps, my mind, this helps, is the thoughts, right? The moment we give it a level of thoughts. 1,000 a second, probably, who knows, you know. And they're connected to the subtle wind energies. This is how they say. So understanding that, then when we understand about speech, so thoughts are the start, and then there's this wind energy, and then because of that because we're intelligent, we make sounds. And of course, our sounds are more sophisticated than the animal sounds, aren't they? They grunt and shout a little bit and have some kind of way of communicating. But it's obvious as humans, because of our intelligence, we have concepts, thoughts. So that's words. They're the words, and that's the wind energy. So all of this, therefore, our mind also blesses or purifies or pollutes our body. That's how karma works, you know. So here we're having positive thoughts, and then we're speaking words, and then we're speaking these Sanskrit syllables. So that sounds abstract to us, but they all say the Sanskrit sounds are most sublime, most pure. I mean, I have no idea. I have confidence in that. They say that, these holy beings. So saying these mantras, these sounds, these letters, because all these letters, the vowels and the consonants, obviously are what make up words, aren't they? But it sounds rather silly, doesn't it? At school, you repeat the alphabet as a meditation. We'd laugh at that, wouldn't we? Because we have a different view in the modern world. This is the Buddhist approach. So also added to that, as we know from this practice, also visualizing, purifying your body, your speech, and your mind. So it's kind of multi-purpose. When we know that every thought counts and every word counts, then we'd be happy to do this meditation. It's purifying our minds. How amazing. Just 30 little minutes of these thoughts and these syllables, you know, benefit. So powerful. So just settle yourself for a couple of minutes, get comfortable in your body. If you're in a chair like I am, don't slump into the back of the chair. Hold yourself upright. Have your hands in the prayer and this gesture like this if you want in your lap. Mudra, gesture, left underneath, right on top, otherwise just resting on your lap. And we just, if you have an empowerment, then you manifest out of emptiness as the deity, and if you don't, you visualize the Buddha above your head, okay? Shakyamuni Buddha, the monk, looking beautiful in his golden light body on a lotus, sitting on a throne, looking beautiful, of your crown, the Buddha. We'll just be delighted. We found a good doctor. It's like that, think like that. He's not our creator. He's our doctor. He's our mentor. He's one whose advice we're following. So we'd be delighted we've got a good advisor, a good mentor, the Buddha. When you have a spiritual teacher, you see them, the mind of your spiritual teacher, the same as the Buddha's, same thing. That's why we say Guru Shakyamuni Buddha, Because at the time, Shakyamuni Buddha was just this person, one of the millions of Indian sadhus all hanging around India, all in their yellow robe. You couldn't tell a Buddha from anybody else. So he was our guru of the time. So now the present one is our guru of today, is the mind of the Buddha. We think like that, okay? Above our crown. So now practice up, Mary. So just contemplate as I lead you in the meditation. And you can make it slightly smaller so I can see more of the people. Maybe you can't do that. The same problem every time. You can't do the whole page. You can't do the whole page smaller. No, I mean all the black space around it. You can't make that smaller. Okay, so don't worry about it. This doesn't matter. I'll just have to know you're all there. That's fine. Okay, so think. I take refuge in the three rare sublime ones. May I become a Buddha to benefit all. Just think these thoughts. Okay. I take refuge. I rely upon the Buddha, the Dhamma, Sangha. May I become a Buddha to benefit all. Okay. So now you visualize. Up, please, when I can read it. Scroll. You just contemplate, people. I'll read it out. Okay. So now you visualize on your tongue, you visualize the letter R. If you know the Sanskrit or Tibetan, great. Otherwise, the Roman letters, AH, on your tongue. Okay, just imagine. And then you imagine it turns into a mundus, like a flat white cushion. Imagine this. So now you imagine on top of that is a white Om standing upright on the white mundus on your tongue. So now you imagine, we have to imagine because we don't know the Sanskrit letters and all the Tibetan writing, do we? You visualize the white vowels, circling clockwise on your tongue, surrounding the white Om. Just imagine. And then you imagine surrounding them, counterclockwise, all the red consonants. And then surrounding them, blue, clockwise, Rinpoche calls them the heart mantra of dependent relation. Typically people say the dependent mantra of dependent arising. All these Sanskrit syllables, standing upright on our tongue. Now you imagine light of those three colors radiate out from all these letters, to all the 10 directions of the universe: north, south, east, west, northeast, northwest, southeast, southwest, and up and down. They call the 10 directions. The light color goes out, powerful beams of radiant light, white, red, blue. And what it does is hook the energy of the blessed body, speech, and mind. Well, it's actually the speech, hooks the energy of the speech of both the mundane and supramundane speech and of all the holy beings in the form of all these mantras. So this Rinpoche says this includes the power of speech. I want to say always about that, it's important, the power of speech. This is what we've cultivated karmically over the eons of time of human realms, however long, and even from before. What speech is a very gross manifestation, isn't it? Thoughts are the purest thing, thoughts. When you're a Buddha, you are pure mind. There's no need for gross level. But because we have a body, and when we're Buddhas, we'll take a body. The Buddha took a body, and then his main gift to us is his speech. You can look at the Buddha looking very cute for 1,000 years. What good is that? He has to express his thoughts, his advice to us about how to become a Buddha ourselves with these sounds, with this wind energy, all these sounds which we call words. So this, in our lives, we need to cultivate the power of speech. Look at the chaos of our world, the nightmare of vomiting. Everybody vomits out everything, and all our crazy deluded thoughts expressed as words on the internet and everywhere. We're just drowning in utter confusion because 90% of words most of us say are nonsense. They're nonsense, you know, but we don't think it matters. So the greatest gift is the power of speech, which means every word you say, it should at least not harm others. Very bare minimum, at least not harm others. And if even better, benefit them. This is stupendous. Think about it. So the Buddha, of course, can say all the words of the entire path of enlightenment in words, and we need to hear that so we can use it to transform our mind, so then our speech can be a benefit to others. Speech is a tremendous gift. And in our daily lives, if we don't have speech that people listen to or trust or want to hear, then what good are we? Just, you know, just talking to the wind, expressing our own nonsense. Words, by definition, are for the benefit of others. The power of speech. So we need to develop this. So all this energy of the blessed speech of all the holy beings, the Buddhas, the Bodhisattvas, all the sages, the yogis of the centuries, all this energy is hooked by these three lights and comes back, and this blessed energy now comes back and melts into the letters on our tongue, making them radiant and delicious, you know, like nectar. Imagine this. So now we're going to recite the vowels, the consonants, and the dependent related heart mantra to bless our speech. And also we're going to visualize purifying our body and our speech and our mind as well. So it's a really nice little practice. So as we recite the vowels, you know, white nectar flows down. The blessed energy from all the holy beings from these letters flows down and fills your entire body, okay? Imagine this. First of all, you imagine completely purifying your body, first of all, just the body, the pain, the sickness, the aches and pains and struggles we have with our body. Purifying all of that. But also, a crucial one, purifying all the karmic imprints in our minds as beginning this time, especially as humans, of using our speech to harm others. Lying, all the speculating, thinking we know what we're talking about, we haven't got a clue, we just mislead people. Harsh speech, and bad-mouthing people behind their backs and creating disharmony. All of this, we've all done this. We'll do this every day and think it doesn't matter. So we pollute ourselves and we harm others. So all of these karmic imprints and all of this since beginningless time, purified, and our body purified. No, sorry, this is meant to be just the body. I got carried away there. This is meant to just be purifying the body, okay? Wait a minute. Yeah, that's right. I'm sorry, I got confused there. All the body, we're trying to purify the body. So the actions we've done in the past with our body, killing and harming and stealing, all these things we do as animals, especially animals. The harm they create out of their terrible fear and suffering. All of this karmic imprints, all this harm we've done with our bodies since beginningless time, totally purified, annihilated by this blissful white light. And our body, the sickness and heaviness of our body can be purified as well, feeling light. As we say the mantra. Om, I, U, Ri, Li, Li, Swaha. Om, I, U, Ri, Li, Li, Swaha. Om, I, U, Ri, Li, Li, Swaha. Imagine full of this blissful white nectar, like pervading us, purifying. How amazing. And our body light. And then think also, imagine now our body can only benefit whoever sees us, hears us, touches us, smells us, tastes us, all the creatures, the birds, the animals, the humans. Imagine that, because eventually, as Buddhas, then our body can only benefit others. So imagine this potential, full of this white nectar, this marvelous potential. Yeah. So now imagine the red nectar comes from the red syllables on our tongue, which has been blessed by all the holy beings of the universe. And it pours down and fills our entire body. This time now, purifying all the karmic imprints from the harm we've done, mostly as humans, of course, with our speech. That means uncontrolled speech, just blurring out anything because you feel kind of nervous when you're around people who have to talk. There's no meaning, just wasting time. Or just garbage, just rabbiting on, boring people. Or speech that's literally lies, habit to never say the truth. Or even, as I say, the speculating. We never think about that. We're not confident something is true, but we say so many things and we mislead people. We mightn't even intend to lie. We do so much of that. And then harsh speech, of course, abusing people. And then speaking bad things behind backs. We spend half our day doing that. All of this pollution on our mind and our speech, therefore on our mind, and harms others and ourselves. So now imagine it's all purified. This red nectar filling us, purifying as we recite the consonants. Om ka ka ga ga nga cha 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 jana ta 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 dana ta ta da dana pa 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 ba ma yara lava shasha sahaksa svaha. Om ka 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 ga nga cha 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 jana ta 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 dana ta ta da dana. Those ones seem to be slightly different pronunciation. I don't know how. Pa ba 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 ma yara lava sha sha sahak sha swaha. Om ka ka ga ga nga cha 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 jana ta 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 dana ta 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 dana pa pa ba ba ma yara lava sha sha sahak sa swaha. Full of this red nectar, completely purified. All the karmic imprints of all the harm you ever done with your speech as humans, says within this time, gone, purified. Yeah. And think now, whatever you say, even your laugh, even saying good morning, it will be of benefit. Can you imagine? And look at the world, you know, people, just one kind word can save a person's life. Unbelievable, actually. To be conscious like that, so special. Of course, the best speech of all is speech that's informed by wisdom, which comes from the mind. Then your speech is so beneficial, which is the goal, which is our potential. So imagine this now, full of this marvelous potential, to have perfect speech, appropriate speech, kind speech, wise speech, to benefit people. Imagine this, full of this. So whoever hears you is blessed, is benefited. Can you imagine how marvelous? And then, of course, people will believe your words. People will want to do your wishes. You know, the speech is our way of communicating what we want, isn't it? So fantastic. Full of this blissful nectar, this potential. Red nectar. And so now we recite the third one, the heart mantra of dependent relation, the mantra of dependent arising, which is the, you know, the dependent arising is the way to realize emptiness, wisdom. So as we recite these, blue nectar comes from those letters on our tongue, fills us completely. And what this does is instantaneously purify all the delusions. Since beginning of this time, the ego grasping, the root delusion that is the primordial grasping at this strong, concrete, set in stone me, and then attachment, the next one, to get what that me wants, that exaggerates and distorts and grasps and manipulates, and it's so hard to see it. And then the anger and aversion, anxiety and worries and fears and all the rest of it that all come, all of these are instantly purified, disappeared from our mind. Imagine this. Instantaneously as the blue nectar fills us. As we recite. Om yedama hetu pavava hetun teshan tatakato yevedat teshan chayo niroda evam vadi maha shamanaye svaha. Om yedama hetu prabhava hetun teshan tatagato yevadat teshan chayo niroda evam vadimaha shamanaye svaha. Om yedama hetu prabhava hetun teshan tatagato yevadat teshan chayo niroda evam vadimaha shamanaye svaha. Our mind completely purified. Our mind finally, think of it in its natural state now. Buddha, enlightened, crystal clear, pervading space, having utter wisdom, sees the minds of all beings, infinite compassion, infinite wisdom, infinite power. This is who we are. This is our true nature. So you have to remove the delusions and all the karmic imprints of our body and speech on the basis of delusions in order to uncover it. It's like that, you know. So imagine, full of this radiant blue light, your mind purified. So now you imagine all the syllables on your tongue, the blue ones, dissolve into the red consonants on your tongue. And the red consonants dissolve into the white vowels. And the white vowels turn into an om, dissolve into the om. They dissolve into the om. And then the om dissolves into the moon disk. And then the moon disk turns into an ah. Now you imagine the ah turns into pink colored nectar and dissolves into your tongue, making it indestructible. Rinpoche says it almost like your tongue becomes heavy and strong, indestructible as a vajra. And then think that nothing, now, you know, you have strong confidence in all the power and the blessings of the speech of all the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas and sages and yogis have entered your speech, and that your speech is perfected. Think, I have perfected my speech. Imagine this. So the minute that anyone hears your speech, you benefit them. You benefit them. That's incredible. Can you imagine just saying hello, smiling at someone, hello, saying a sound, hello, benefits them. And you need to have things done and give people orders and ask for things. It'll happen. Amazing. You can be successful in life. All of this. And you now imagine too, because of this, the power of your speech becomes marvelous. And whatever you recite, all your mantras, all your speech, your practices and your mantras will be a billion times more powerful. So, okay, just to conclude then in our daily life, how do we get the power of speech apart from this? Well, first, very first, is you be silent. This is so incredible. Not passively aggressively silent when you're around sentient beings we're talking. If you have nothing to say that's useful, you have nothing to say that's true and help, then you be quiet. So you consciously, intentionally be silent. And even in your own house, you don't, on your own, you don't shout and yell and abuse the television and abuse the politicians. You be quiet. You consciously, intentionally refrain from rubbish speech. Then, of course, proactively say positive things like good morning, how are you, meaning it sincerely. That's beneficial speech, not to mention giving advice. The next way to develop the power of your speech is to speak the truth. As I'm saying, speak the truth. That means you have to be confident what you're saying is true. Even, what time is that shop open, Robina? 4 p.m. And you are confident that you're right. Most of the time we're not. We just speculate. It's so wicked, you know. You don't mean to lie. It's just rubbish. And all of this demands awareness of your mind, doesn't it? Speech doesn't come from its own side. It vomits out because the mind is in there, all eager, full of nonsense, you know. The next way to purify your speech is do what we're doing now, doing these meditations, and then saying mantra, the Sanskrit syllables. This is the way in your daily life to get the power of speech for your sake and the sake of others. So now this sweet little dedication prayer. I just love this little dedication prayer. Look at it. Say it in your mind. May my tongue, say all these words. It's so cute. Who would ever have imagined these sweet words? I just love them. May my tongue have all the courage of the ones gone to bliss. By the power manifesting from these glorious words, may all sentient beings be subdued. And whatever words I say, may all these actions be accomplished instantly. That's it, people. Okay. That's it. Everybody in delight. We've done this in 30 minutes, 25 minutes. And make this a practice today. Make a decision, you know. I'm going to watch my speech like a hawk. And then consciously say good things to people. Be nice, you know. One of the things that always comes up, it came up in the class twice this week, is what if it's not sincere? You don't say nice words to people just to make them like you, which is why we do it. The other one is you say, you know, if someone says, do you like my dress, Robina? And even if you don't, you would never dare say no, thinking you're not lying. It's rubbish. Not lying doesn't mean you have to say every word you think just because you don't like that color. You say kind words to people. Your dress is beautiful, Robina, you'll say. That's not lying. That's being kind. So say kind words, you know. That means you can talk about the weather, talk about anything. But the time we often talk about anything is just rubbish pouring out, you know, out of our anxiety. So make a decision for today. And remember every thought, every word, you know, is programming your mind. So make it conscious for your sake and then for the sake of others. Jang chub sem chogram poche ma kepanam kegu chig kepanyam pa me pa yang gong ne gong du fel ba shog. And may Lama Zoram come back quickly, as His Holiness says in the prayer, may his smile of a reincarnation beam upon us very soon. Okay. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Mary. Thank you, people. Happy to see you all.